Special Agent Winter Black flipped her credentials back into her jacket pocket and nodded to the stony-faced guard standing at the entrance of Virginia State Hospital. There were a few perks and privileges to being an FBI agent. Visiting her brother after standard visitation hours had quickly become an important one. If asked the reason for her late arrival, she could simply claim the visit pertained to a case, information gathering, Fed stuff. Though the explanation lacked detail, none of those statements would be lies. Not exactly. And Winter was seldom interrogated by the staff regardless, which was a blessing because each of these visits sent her anxiety levels shooting through the roof. Winter paused inside the lobby to inhale and exhale in a slow, steady rhythm, battling the desolate wave that assailed her each time she entered their premises. The battle was ongoing. She wasn't crossing the threshold of an ordinary hospital. The sheer volume of deviant minds locked away in this edifice created an almost palpable cloud of malevolence. In contrast to the eroded bricks that lent a russet-infused warmth to the structure's outer walls, the hospital's interior was colorless and sterile. Every hallway was a monotony of white concrete blocks, every room a lifeless, soul-stealing enclosure. The disparity was unnerving. Though Winter understood that the neutral color scheme was chosen to prevent overstimulation of the criminally insane patients held in the state's only adult maximum security treatment program, the net effect was disorienting. Stepping inside the front doors was like entering a ghost world, where time no longer mattered nor existed. Was that her little brother's experience each morning upon waking within these walls? Did Justin find himself in an undefinable vacuum where time lost all meaning? No today, no tomorrow, and no escape? A doctor in a white coat squeaked along the tile floor as he hurried past, jolting Winter from her brooding. Great, she'd allowed her mind to lead her down the pity path yet again. Standing in the lobby and feeling sorry for her brother wasn't helping anyone. She exhaled one last time and headed through yet another set of security doors, tossing her keys into the tray for the harried-looking guard to x-ray. They were the only thing she brought inside with her. No gun and not even an ink pen. She felt exposed without her weapon, but she understood the necessary steps it took to get inside these halls. "You working alone tonight?" she asked the guard. There were normally at least 2 guards at this checkpoint. Maybe the other was on a break? The grim shake of his head told Winter otherwise. "The entire place is short-staffed. Guards, nurses, orderlies, every damn place. You sure you want to go inside? Might not be the best night for visiting." Did she want to visit Justin? No, she didn't. And that immediate answer brought on a fresh wave of guilt. It was that guilt that forced her forward. "I won't stay long, but thanks for the warning." The guard shrugged and had her sign the book. She did so with a flourish she didn't feel, before facing the maximum security hallway. Patients were screaming and pounding on doors, while nurses and other staff rushed around, their faces tight masks. This was where her brother lived. No, this is where Justin belonged. He may very well never leave. You can love him, but you cannot pity him. Not after the terrible crimes he committed. Justin was a serial killer, plain and simple. He'd murdered his victims with gory, ruthless abandon, following in the unrepentant footsteps of the man who had raised him, Douglas Kilroy, the preacher. Kilroy showcased his non-traditional views of family when he'd kidnapped 6-year-old Justin from Winter's childhood home. Before disappearing with her brother, the preacher murdered her parents and left Winter for dead. Life as she knew it had altered irrevocably when she was just 13 years old. Her brother's life had mutated when he was less than half that age. Winter often wondered if Justin would have been better off had Kilroy killed him alongside their parents, rather than sucking him into a depraved, demented abyss. Instead, Kilroy had raised her once sweet and innocent younger sibling as his protege, molding him like clay into a fresh devil to unleash on the next generation. Justin Black had sat in the kiln, endured the fire, and emerged from the flame hardened,